Thousands of protesters have marched through the streets of Istanbul calling for Turkish Prime Minister Recep Tayyip Erdogan to resign. The Occupy Gezi demonstration in Istanbul is the first major protest the ruling party has faced since it came to power in 2002. CCTV's Michal Bardavid joins us now live from Istanbul. And Michal, let me ask you first, what's the situation on the streets right now?
Anand, first, let me tell you that clashes are continuing. On the way here to the studio, I passed through Beşiktaş, which is an area very close to Taksim Square, where everything basically started, where the Gezi Park is. And there were still police there. There were still a lot of protesters there. There were clashes continuing. Trash carts overturned, bricks from the sidewalks all over the streets. So it seems there is still a lot of tension on the streets there in Istanbul. I have to tell you, also in Ankara, in the capital, there are still clashes being reported. In Izmir tonight, there were a lot of clashes with gas bombs also reported to be used there. Right now, we know that there are at least 939 people who were detained during the protesting. Two more interesting facts. Today, there was a lot of reporting from protesters who've been claiming that the tear gas that has been used today has been different from the ones that have been used during the last couple of days with more severe effects. They're claiming it's a different type of gas. We don't know what it is yet, but this is what they've been claiming. And another interesting thing is that we've seen a lot of unifying from the people, the protesters, through social media. They've been sending locations of where police are. They've been sending Wi-Fi codes to each other. They've been telling them, asking whether or not they need any gas masks. So there's a lot of unification from the people here in Istanbul who have been trying to work together for a cause.
Okay, Michal, let's take this a few steps back. I mean, this started out as an environmental protest by about 50 or 60 people who were protesting the fact that the government wanted to change or redevelop a park in Istanbul into a shopping mall. And it's now turned into this major anti-government demonstration. How did that happen?
Well, first of all, it slowly developed as the protesting became fiercer because the police forces basically started to use force. That developed more into violent clashes. But I have to tell you, this has been a build-up from events in Turkey that has been going on for a while. Let me give you an example. First of all, freedom of expression is a critical issue right now for Turkey, and we're seeing a very good example of that right now because, I mean, we've seen a lot of protesting in the last couple of days. We're talking about it right now, but the mass media has not been able to cover it, and people have been going mad about it. There's only been one channel that has been broadcasting the protesting live, so that's been a major issue, freedom of expression for Turkey. Another issue was human rights. Ergenekon trial, which is a trial that has had at least 270 people accused of trying to bring down the government, businessmen, journalists, military officers. So that has been an issue for Turkey since 2007. And another issue is the recent car bombings that we saw at May 11th, the very Hamli car bombings that killed 51 people. That also brought a lot of attention to the government. That was a Syrian spillover of the Syrian conflict. So these issues have been building up a lot of anger, and this is going to be a major test for the ruling AK Party right now.
All right, thanks, Michal. Michal Bardavid there talking to us from Istanbul.